Hi, welcome back to the Guitar RX channel. Today we're going to do a real quick video on how to install Kluson type tuners on a Fender neck. Okay, first thing what we're going to need to do it, we're going to need some painter's tape, a fretting hammer or a light hammer, obviously the tuners and ferrules, a sandpaper roll, a reamer, a marker, and a #1 screwdriver. Okay, first step is we're going to put the ferrules in the top of the neck. Now, the thing that you want is you want the ferrules to fit real snugly, but a lot of times when you take the ferrule and try to install the ferrule in the hole, there's just no pushing it in. I mean, it gets way too hard, you know, to put it in. So what I usually do, this neck is painted, so I wanted to take some more precautions. I already installed one just to see how it was going to go in. This neck is finished in nitro on the headstock, so I didn't want to risk the reamer hurt. And what you do is you can take a sanding roll, this is 220, and you kind of go inside the hole and you just go like that, clean out the hole if there's paint or anything else in there, and just kind of open it up just like that. And then, or you could use a reamer, which basically you put the reamer in like that and you just turn it and it opens up the hole. But being with nitro, I didn't want to take a risk of cracking it, so I went ahead and I did all the holes in the sandpaper. Okay, what I like to do is take candle wax, and I'll put the candle wax on the shaft of the ferrule, over the teeth like that. What it does is it lubricates it and helps to push it in so it doesn't crack the headstock or chip the paint or cause other problems. Okay. So first thing, I'll start pushing the ferrule in, and that one goes in pretty good. And then what I'll do is I'll take a screwdriver like this, put it over that, and then tap it in. Casey, if you would hold the neck for me. And then tap it in so that will rest on the ferrule, so you won't get hammer marks on the ferrule or risk hitting your headstock and damaging the paint or putting in a mark. So basically you just put that on there and you drive it down. That could go probably one more hit, and boom, there you go. So that's installed. So that's basically how you do that, and I'm going to go ahead and install the rest of them. Then we're going to get back, and then we're going to show you how to take the tuners and mount them on the back and mount them straight and drill them out to get them to fit. And we definitely have a bee problem around here. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and as you can see, we got the ferrules put in real nice. They went in great. We got no chips, no breakout, nothing. It's just the way you want it. Beautiful. Now our next step is we're going to start installing the tuners. Now with Kluson tuners for a Strat, what's cool is basically you got two end tuners, I should say, which have these outer flanges. So you'll get one there and one there with the outer flange. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to start out with this one. That goes in just like that. And then you just continue. Basically, they're like a puzzle. Yeah, I'll show you what I'm talking about. You put one in and you put the other in. And basically, once the second one goes in, there's another screw hole. If you want to get from the top here with the camera, you can show them. You got half screw holes. When you put it together like that, it makes like a whole screw hole like what's in the end. So basically what you do is you keep following down the line like that. Let me get them all in here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to make it so they go in here straight, and then we're going to mark the holes and drill them. So let's get all these in, and I'll show you what you could do. What I like to do, at least when I first started putting them in, I put in hundreds of sets of these through the years, but when I first started doing it, I had questions and I wanted to make sure they were perfectly straight and flat. So basically what you want basically is you want the top of all the tuners to line up with the top wood of the headstocks. You see, you want that base to line up with that, the base of the tuner. So I'm going to turn this so I can see it. And we're basically going to line it up. And when you do, you line them all up to the top of that like that. And what you could do, and a lot of guys do this, and I used to do it at the beginning, but like I said, I've done so many of these that I really don't anymore, but you could take a piece of painter's tape once you get them lined up and put the painter's tape all along the bottom with the straight side like this. Get it there, then you get that like that, and I'll go back and I'll put these up there, and basically when you do that, you get a straight line, and you can get all of these even and just have them land on your tape just like that. You don't have to do it this way, but it does make it easier in the beginning when you do this. So I'm going to mark these with a Sharpie. Mark the outside first. Hold on, I'll be right back. I got to get another Sharpie. Okay, we're back. I got the Sharpie and I'm marking off the drilling holes. And basically, there we go. Okay, that lines up that. Okay, now basically they all line up. We're going to drill them one at a time, so we will have some adjustability per tuner to tuner because we're going to set them in one at a time. Okay, now we're going to start drilling the holes for the tuner screws. I have a 1/16 drill bit, and what I like to do, especially for you guys who've never done this before, you don't want to drill and then end up going through the back of the headstock, and that's happened to a lot of people. So what I'll do is I'll measure the bit and how deep we're going to go like that, and I'll take a piece of like painter's tape. This is red tape, and I'll put it around the drill bit to keep the drill bit from going too far. So you know when you get up to the tape, it's fine. So, okay, we're going to start with our first hole. And right up to the tape. So, what I'm going to do is take my tuner that's going in there, we're going to hold it up there and make sure everything's fine, and it is. It's right on the money. So, what I'm going to do is drill the next hole. Take one good look at it. Always double check your work. You could always put more marks on there, but you can't take away holes. Yep, that'll be perfect. That eyeball's perfectly straight with the edge of the neck. So I'm going to drill the next one. Okay. On that note, I'm going to put in the first tuner. And once again, what I like to do is take wax. It's a birthday candle, works great, it's paraffin wax, and basically you just want to wax up the screw like that. So I'll drop the tuner in, and we'll get our screw started. Get our number 1 Phillips and get turning on that. Another thing with the wax, it helps the screw go in, and you won't screw up the top of this screw top. It just glides it right in. Let me hold this real quick. Get that in all the way. There we go. So that's basically in all the way. It's kind of tight. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go with one of the next ones. And like what I said before, it's like a puzzle. You kind of hold those together, and then the screw hole's right there. So when I put that screw in, what it's going to do, it's going to line that up. So I'm going to put another screw in, and I'm going to drill the rest of these. Okay, we got these screws put in. As you can see, these are coming out real nice. They're not fully tightened down yet, but I'm going to put in the last tuner right now. Then we'll make all the necessary adjustments we need to make, if any, and we'll get this finished for you. I'm going to put this back screw in first. Alright, but I'm not going to tighten it down yet. We're going to put in this one. Like I say, use plenty of wax on the screw. It'll make the screw go in much easier. It won't bind up in that maple, because maple's a real hard wood. So basically, you just want to make your job as easy as you can. I'm going to move this over here so I don't lose the screw. Sometimes they jump right out of your hand. Okay, I'm going to get this one in. All right. Blow all the wax off here. Okay, so you can actually push these around, adjust it, but this is pretty good. These are very tight Klusons. And actually, so that's it for the video. This is a relic Kluson installation, all finished. And that's all it takes to do it. Just be careful, mark your drill bit, and be careful putting them in, keep them loose so you can kind of, you know, twist them and adjust them before you tighten them all down, and everything will fit together just like a puzzle. Anyways, thank you. Hope this video is helpful for you. Thank you for tuning into the Guitar RX channel. Please like and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, which is basically our channel icon on the bottom of the screen, and subscribe to the channel. Have a great day. Thank you.